Why is this game so freaking addictive?
Ooh, what do we have here? Another scrumptious young plaything straight out of life and into my club? You smell new, little boy, like fabric softener dew on freshly mowed astroturf. I'm not frightening you, am I, duckling?
Imagine you take every action and adventure-based game genre, shove them together and add vampires. I don't know, it just works.
So what's up with this gargantuan title, The Masquerade Bloodlines? Well, that's actually a really uninteresting story. Nah, I'm just kidding. Vampire the Masquerade was born as one of those pen and paper role-playing games. You know, the kind made for people like me who never see the sun. Anyway, it was a success, and it led to the mass consumerism, vampires needing their fix and all, and this little game came out called Vampire Redemption, which was an okay dungeon crawler, kill the same thing 60 times, acquire XP, plot moves forward, yada yada. Oh, and the Masquerade, it refers to the vampire's ability to blend into regular society. This is all part of the World of Darkness universe, which is now pretty large. So after that little venture, along came Bloodlines, something completely different and refreshing. But you're wondering, should you lay your paper on the line or make that arduous journey to your favorite torrent site? I say, hell yes. As you probably guessed, you're a vampire, terror of the night, child of Cain, kindred. Someone had the decency to end your life and ruin your days enjoying the sunshine. Lucky for you, that vampire gets final death, dies. And you, the illegitimate bastard kindred, are spared to become a hardworking and respected individual of the Camarilla, sort of a civilized vampire sect. From the start, you can choose a clan and whatever gender you feel the most comfortable playing in order to avoid unnecessary emasculation. Every clan has a specific set of disciplines, which are basically spells, ranging from ones which let you see through walls to ones which turn you into an unstoppable beast. Certain clans have weird penalties like Ventrue, who can't feed on lesser beings because they're so well-to-do, and Malkavian, who are utterly cuckoo-rific certifiable, which is a good thing.
You mean Santa Monica? You sure got a strange way of saying things.
Bloodlines is placed in lovely contemporary Los Angeles, and throughout the game you work for various power cliques doing various odd jobs. There's a main series of quests and a lot of side quests, and what this does is it gives you a very good perspective of every different society, and that's really cool. I found that trust is the recurring theme in this game, and sooner or later someone's going to stab you in the back. My advice is to listen to everyone and make a decision, and you'll really get a lot out of this game. Unfortunately, Troika ran out of money near the end, so it doesn't quite finish with an amazing twist. On the other hand, the whole Vampire Society thing is more than interesting enough to keep this story in motion. Graphics are all thanks to the Source engine, the same one used for Half-Life 2, Left 4 Dead, really any Valve game uses. And you can't help but feel they were punished for using it. Because publisher Activision was breathing down their necks to complete the game, it was released the same day as Half-Life 2, which more or less bankrupted the company. Ouch. Bloodlines takes you to 4 different areas of Los Angeles: Santa Monica, Downtown, Hollywood, and Chinatown. All are very diverse and act as questing hubs, very easy to navigate. Perhaps the largest problem with it is that you have constant loads between sub-areas, and this is a thing that plagued Deus Ex Invisible War. On the other hand, there were some great animations to get the ultra-violence going, and snazzy particle effects to go with them. Geez, it's challenging for me to describe the gameplay of Bloodlines. Take Deus Ex, Fallout, and Morrowind and stir until thick, and that's basically it. If you don't know what that means, it's really intense role-playing. Your decisions affect absolutely everything. You are part of this world. At its core, you have to connect dots on a character sheet and choose what you'll be good at. Perhaps you prefer to use your fists. Maybe you just want to talk things over. The tutorials will give you a very good idea of how to best utilize your unholy body. There are too many things to describe, but you'll be hacking into computers, picking locks, manipulating people, sneaking around, and applying your disciplines. In addition to all of these wonderful talents, you also have to manage your inventory, and perhaps most important of all, your blood meter. More on that in a sec. You gain XP from completing quests and can purchase statistic increases. In this awesome world of civilized vampires, you can chat with almost everyone. That is unless you're a Nosferatu, because they're freaking ugly. People respond to you in this game, piss them off, and they'll likely do a number in your pretty face. 4 different dialogue options can appear depending on your skill levels in Intimidate, Seduce, Persuade, and Dominate. They are exactly like they sound. Gently persuade someone into helping your cause, and you might open a few doors. Seduce them, and who knows what will happen. Bear in mind though, how you treat others can reflect you short and long term. Try to be nice. Maybe you'll get something in return. Oh yeah, and don't play Nosferatu or Malkavian the first time around, or you'll just get really confused. Still, any way you play, you get the superbly written dialogue. Even the strip club dancers have the most interesting things to say. There's the jaw-dropping combat, and I really enjoy it because it's a combination of third and first person action. In third person, you can draw your baseball bat out and hit a few home runs as one of the many melee weapons, including your mitts. In first person, you're Annie Oakley, using whatever gun you can find. See, vampires like to keep up with the times and all. You can also fire in third person perspective, but the reticle tightens in first person similar to Deus Ex, so you know where the rounds are going. Or you can attack with your disciplines and send wave after wave of carrion beetles at your enemy. If you run low on blood, your character might go berserk and attack in order to feed. Yeah, vampires need their Gatorade. The problem with this is it lowers your humanity and could send the cops after you. Another concern is your Masquerade rating. If you are seen gnawing on someone's neck in public, prepare to face the wrath of vampire hunters and the Camarilla. Keeping your blood high is essential and is really an enjoyable aspect to keep an eye on. I just like how this game caters to every style of play. Unfortunately though, some may find it easier than others for this reason. Stealth, for example, is completely broken, and I mean, imagine the enemies have blindfolds. You can get within a meter of an enemy and they can't see you no matter what. It's quite easy to stay hidden and snap their necks. I forgot to add that. Yes, there are stealth kills. Bloodlines contains a fair amount of bugs as well, and it just so happens this was because of Activision once again. I strongly recommend grabbing Unofficial Patch 7.1 if you ever plan on playing, because it fixes a massive number of issues. As a game on the whole, it's quite consistent up until around the 75% mark. Past that, basically everything in the game turns into a forced combat scenario. This was probably again caused by running out of time to develop the game. Don't get me wrong, it's still entertaining, but not nearly on the same level of sophistication as other quests. Ocean House Hotel, for instance, is a very creepy haunted house you visit at the very beginning, and you'll remember the game for being atmospheric and awesome, not for the endless sewer quest. In honesty, I think all of the side quests are just as well as designed, if not better than the main quest. Sound quickly, it's great. Licensed music, you get the entire soundtrack when you install the game. Creepy ambient themes and noises, it all works. It's immersive, I don't know what else to say. If you've watched a horror movie at 2 AM, you'll get the same feeling. So you get some scare factor and the whole classy vampire mood all in one.
Everybody comes in here's got to have a short house rules. Inhibition's the first thing to go. 2 more of these and you'll be telling me your nastiest, dirtiest stories. I am your beat priestess, and it's time to confess.
We're out of time. My verdict is simple. Get this game. You won't regret it. It's got tons of role-playing elements, mind-bending dialogue, horror atmosphere, and without trying to sound too pathetic, the girls are really fascinating. Now, you do suffer a few bugs even with the unofficial patch, and the game does lose momentum around 3/4, but this seriously shouldn't stop you from playing one of the better games and very overlooked games of the decade. If you enjoy this, then I strongly recommend Deus Ex, the original Fallout games, and The Witcher. Come along next time where we continue the vampire theme with Blood Rain.